So hey guys, this is Piper here, and welcome to another Rome to War video. So this is going to be basically just a general overview of the game. It's going to be a video mainly directed towards beginners of the game, basically players that have just bought Rome to War and are not sure about the strengths and weaknesses of each of the factions, which ones are the best, and basically how to go about getting a good army. So the first thing in the game is you want to upgrade your troops. Rome 1 differs from later titles, for example Empire, Napoleon. You don't really need to upgrade troops in those games, whereas Rome 1 you kind of do. Try and use the attack and defense upgrades. They'll make your units a lot more powerful, give them extra morale. Try not to use the chevrons. The attack and defense upgrades are much more better value for money. They give your troops better attack stats, and you can use the chevrons provided the units already go gold, but try and use attack and defense first. So that's the first piece of advice there. There's certain units like Urbans and Urbans and Royal Pikemen. They're the elites in the game. They already have pretty high morale, so you can probably get away with not having attack and defense in them. But for a general rule, try and always upgrade your troops. So the next part of this video, I'm going to give like faction overview. Just basically give a rundown of different factions, which ones are the strongest, and work my way down to the weakest ones. So start us off fast. Everyone acknowledges chariots are very powerful in the game. Egypt and Britannia are widely known as the strongest factions. Britannia has the most powerful chariots. Egypt has pikes. So these two factions are the strongest in the game. It tends to go by chariots. The next set of strongest factions are Pontus and Seleucid Empire. So Pontus and Seleucid Empire, they have scythe chariots, and they're not as powerful as the Britonian chariots, but they're still very powerful. So the next factions that are the strongest, Parthia, Armenia, which is up here, and Scythia. So they're very powerful. They have very good cavalry, and they're almost on par with Rome. So they're basically the next most powerful in the game because they have powerful cavalry, and they have very powerful, well, especially the Roman factions, they have very powerful infantry as well. So the next factions, you probably put Carthage and Macedon next. They have very good pike, and they have okay cavalry, but not as good as Roman and the Eastern factions. After that, you probably go with Greece next. Greece is very, very good phalanx, but no cavalry. And all these factions, they have good cavalry, and they have the ability to produce cheap archers as well. And you tend to find in most battles online, the factions that have powerful cavalry and cheap archers are the ones that do the best. So after that, you probably put Thrace, Spain, Gaul, Germania, Numidia all in the same category. Germania might be slightly better in that category. They have better cavalry, but they're not nearly as powerful as Rome. Numidia has good light cavalry, so does Spain, and both Numidia and Spain can produce cheap missile troops. So we've gone over the faction overview there. You tend to look at the cavalry first and then archers when looking at the strongest factions. So on that basis, when you're playing a multiplayer battle, you tend to always want to bring decent cavalry to a battle and archers. So if it's a 15k battle, archers are very powerful, and so are cavalry, and put upgrades on those units. Word of advice: always try and bring balanced armies to games. You never know what your opponent might bring, so try and bring troops that can handle any situation. So if you can bring some cavalry, some archers, some decent infantry, and make sure they're all properly upgraded, you'll do not bad in a battle online or a campaign battle. But just remember to use the upgrades and bring some decent cavalry. So that's the end of the video. Again, this is a video for very new players of the game that haven't had much experience. Just a very basic summary of Rome Total War 1. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. This is Piper signing off.